my Jack Rusty comms works alongside this. If it starts lagging again on the mainstream, I'm just going to get it off because I'm going to get the Jack Rusty comms gone because, of course, the mainstream does take priority. And we're going to see if it's working okay or not. But anyway, hope you're enjoying so far, everybody. It has been quite exciting. It really, really has in the early stages. And now the latter stages of qualifying are upon us. 3 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes of qualifying. And then we go into the 50% race. And it's really getting tight between Isaac and Lewis and Daniel, Ryan, all of them within absolutely nothing within it, with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. This is the margins we're working with in Formula 1, everybody. It is so exciting, and I cannot wait for the drivers to get out on the track, which is what they are doing now. Many drivers exiting to put on their final few times of this evening. Let's see what they can do. Let's see what they've got in store for us this afternoon. And Wolfie, if you're still in the chat, mate, the Jack Rusty comms is back live. So if you wanted to go watch from there, if you wanted to get some bits in, of course, yes, the Jack Rusty comms is back on. But a lot of people here tonight to watch this great finale of a qualifying. 27 people in this Twitch chat tonight. It's good to see you all. Thanks for joining us for this incredible qualifying. Everybody within it's so small margins, it really is. Not even a tenth between the top five. It is between top four. It is absolutely brilliant. But Ryan Grob at the moment 2 tenths ahead of the guys behind him, so he's really set the bar high in qualifying, very nearly into the 124s. It is incredibly impressive, and he will be going for a flying lap soon. Everybody from 1 down to 17 on an out lap, getting ready to push it for the final time this afternoon. What can we get from the drivers? You can see them all warming their tyres up, heading down to start their laps here at Silverstone reverse track. I'm very much looking forward to this. Right, let's see who we got ahead. We have got Elias in the Williams, who is slower on this lap around, so we will not watch that one because he's very much down. Marvin is up by, you know what, we'll go on board with Marvin. Let's stay with Marvin for a bit. Here he is in the Ferrari then, heading up towards the left-hander, swinging that car into the corner as it sticks beautifully on the exit now, using the battery, using the DRS all the way down the hanger straight in qualifying with 20 seconds left. And this is the lap that they have to depend on now, through Beckett's, then through Maggott's. Half a second up for Marvin in the Ferrari for ABS. What can he do? Can he transform this into a good lap? Can he continue to form through Copse Corner? As Wolfie cheers 500 bits, I appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much. In the Jack Rusty comms channel, thank you very, very much for that. That is incredible, absolutely incredible. Marvin, I'll come back to that in a minute, Wolfie. Marvin on a flying lap and doing incredibly well. The first 2 sectors were sublime. Can he transform the 2 sectors into a good lap here today? He's up by nearly a tenth of a second in the second sector. Here he goes then. Daniel with a 125.1, marginally just ahead of Ryan. He puts it on provisional pole in qualifying. Here comes Marvin then. Can he do anything about this one? A few more drivers across the line now. There's a McLaren, I think, finishing in P4. Another McLaren over the line. He's going to finish P5 now. They won't improve. Marvin, can he make an improvement? It's P13 for him. No improvement for Marvin. And Aston Martin over the line now. Nathan. That wasn't Nathan, sorry, it was his teammate. Is Ryan Grob. Even more improvement for that man. He puts on a 125.1, 400ths of a second faster than Daniel, and he beats him to the line by 400ths of a second. You love to see it. Ryan Grob for ET8 Esports, currently the favourite for pole position. Abdullah is up by a small amount now as a Red Bull towards the line of Malik Stem. We watched him earlier on. He does get to P8 in qualifying, finds a small improvement, ladies and gentlemen. Now we have Jago in the Kick Sauber. He's going to cross the line soon. He's very much down. That will not be an improvement. Nobody else to cross the line. And Ryan Grob for ET8 Esports takes pole position for the Silverstone reverse, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely incredible qualifying. Thank you very much. Very good. That was incredible. Incredible stuff. That is it then, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying complete. Ryan Grob, your pole sitter for the Silverstone reverse. Then from Daniel in second place. Then it's Tech in 3, Lewis 4, Isaac 5, Nathan 6. And I mean, what a qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. What a qualifying. Honest in 7, Malix 8, Abdullah 9, and Diego rounds off the top 10. That is it for qualifying. Next up is the Grand Prix. Be back with you in a few moments' time. So we've just had qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice indeed. The margins are incredible, absolutely incredible. And now we have the Grand Prix coming up. 50% race if you don't already know. And it is going to be very fun indeed. In the Jack Crusty Comms chat, we have had Wolfie send 500 bits. I appreciate that, mate. Really nice. Thank you very much. And in total, nearly 3,000 bits sent, which is incredible. So you're a legend. Thank you very much. Absolutely brilliant. So yes, Jack Crusty Comms chat going mental. 25 people in the Champions Esports Series Twitch as well. All ready to watch this incredible race, hopefully. We will see. 300 bits away, says Wolfie. Crazy. And do you guys have a break, or do you just get straight into it? What happens? If you could let me know, that would be great. Straight into it. All right, good to hear. Brilliant. Actually, final question, actually. Do we have a formation lap, or is there no formation lap? You're probably not going to have time to answer that now. If we're getting straight into it, I believe we'll probably be going in a moment's time. But I cannot wait for it. I cannot wait. No formation lap. Oh, even better. This is going to be straight into it. No messing about. Brilliant stuff. Wolfie in the chat. Is this just esports team? Yes, it is. All of them are esports teams. There's 10 esports teams, of course, consisting of 2 drivers each in this championship. We aren't waiting. No breaks. We're going to get absolutely straight into it, and it is going to be good. It is going to be brilliant. The margins have been so tight. We've got 20 drivers, a full grid tonight. It should be a good race. It really should be. Send them my way, I need the numbers, says Wolfie. Here we go then, everybody. 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. Here at Silverstone reverse for round 4. It is lights out, and away we go. Ryan Grob with an incredible start off the line into turn 1. Daniel trying to stick it up the inside. It is side by side through turn 1. Who will get ahead? It is going to be the V-car who's going to try and stick it on the outside line. Ryan holds the lead. Daniel trying to get through here. Lewis as well trying to get in the action. He's going to go try and round the outside line. He can't get through here today as Daniel takes advantage and gets ahead into the lead. Ryan now drops down to second, Lewis third, then it's Nathan, then it's Tech, Malix, Abdullah, Isaac, the list goes on all the way down, then into Beckett's, then into Maggots, backwards way round this time around, ladies and gentlemen, as the driving so far has been incredibly clean. Good start from everybody but Lupip in the kick. Sauber has fallen down the grid. He's at the very back now. Not entirely sure what's happened with him. But on lap 1 of 26, the racing has been sublime already. Dipping onto the grass there. Here comes the Mercedes of Abdullah on Malix and up the inside line through Cobb's Corner. He's through to P6. Tech then trying to go around the outside of Nathan in the Aston Martin. What racing we are witnessing here. The Alpine up the inside line. Will he get through for FRT? Yes, he will. He's through to P4. Nathan has to sit down in P5. This is brilliant, ladies and gentlemen. This is brilliant. Absolutely good, brilliant stuff as we head all the way through. Matteo making moves on Botond, I believe, unless he got overtaken. Not entirely sure what happened there, but the AERT drivers in the Hasses who practiced the wrong track. Not doing too bad at all at the moment. They're very near midfield, and I'm sure they're going to make it up soon. The Alpine on the inside line, nearly going around. Here comes the Ferrari at bottom, then going through past the Red Bull. What is this? Incredible stuff. Malik's down to 16. It's side by side through the final corner on the usual circuit, everybody. Matteo is going to try and stick it ahead for the AERT team. He dips the inside of Marvin there. Marvin nearly goes around. This is brilliant stuff. This is absolutely incredible, everybody. As Lucas gets ahead, Marvin has to settle down for 18. And what a race so far. Bilupid retires from the session. Wolfie in the chat, stuttering again. You calling me out, mate? First time commentating here, you've got to cut me some slack. Look at this for the lead then, everybody. Ryan Grob going through past Daniel. He takes the lead of the Grand Prix with 32 people watching this live at the moment in the mainstream. It is incredible as Ryan gets ahead back through past Daniel. A very nice start. Tyres on your screen then. Majority are on the mediums, dominated by the mediums. Only one driver of Matteo for AERT on the hard compound of tyres. The rest of the drivers on the medium, so very equal out there at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, on the track, as Ryan is your race leader from Daniel, from Lewis, from Tech, as we head through and towards the line to begin lap 3 of 26. Ryan Grob picks up the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far. As we head over the line, in the chat, Grumpy outed for his mistakes. Oh, I didn't mean to I didn't mean to at you for your mistakes, man. I do apologise. As we head through the snapping left-hander. But a very nice start, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 3 of 26. The Red Bull gaining on the sister team of RB. And at the back, actually, let's go down to this, shall we? Marvin making a move up on Matteo, I believe, and for ABS. Oh, he dips it onto the grass. Somebody further off as well. Look at that for PEC in the Williams, right off the track there, ladies and gentlemen. As he brings himself back on now down in P19. Matteo now trying to battle Marvin as well, who's just marginally ahead at the moment in the Ferrari. Can Matteo catch him as we head down through the straight? 3-second time penalty. Penalties are very short at the moment, only 2 drivers with penalties right now. As down the inside goes the Haas and the Ferrari. Will he make the move through? Matteo gets through into the final few corners here in Silverstone. It's lap 4 of 26. Ryan still leads with a very nice start. I'm not going to lie, a very, very nice start to this league race this evening. I would very like to be back. It has been some great racing. Wolfie in the Jack Crusty comms chat. I'm trying not to look because I'm going to laugh. But lap 4 of 26 and sparks are flying through Maggots and Beckett's, everybody. As the Ferrari of Botton trying to gain on Miguel in the Williams. Not really any overtakes going on at the moment, but the driving is impeccable and they're so close heading through these corners. It is something you don't really see very often. Very clean indeed from the drivers. Mr. Chuby in the Alpine is gaining on Lewis. Will we get a move here? The gap is 0.4 of a second, ladies and gentlemen. Getting ever closer as we head round the snapping left-hander and then the worm of a corner towards the line here in Silverstone to begin lap 5 of 26. 2 penalties only on the grid at the moment as we head through the first corner, and not many overtakes going on at the moment. Ooh, Abdullah on Isaac. That was close, wasn't it? Very close indeed, nearly making his move through past him. The driver's getting very close here, and I think somebody on the exit here is going to make a move. It's going to be, oh, look at this, through past Abdullah, side by side. Here's Zuko as well, trying to get through in the Red Bull. He's going to go round through, I'm not entirely sure what's just happened there. There's seeming like the Mercedes was lacking a bit of Abdullah. Heading down into Beckett's, then through Maggots, but lap 5 of 26. A lot of battling going on, but it is good to see. Look at the drivers snaking through all the way down, ladies and gentlemen, and towards Copse Corner. Wolfie in the chat, you got to learn the term names backwards. Absolutely. There's the Mercedes there, Daniel, losing a bit of rear traction, I believe. As you can just see the back end snapping out as he heads round. And down the straight into the right-hander. Daniel has got Ryan in his sights. Half a second is the gap. These two in the same position from where they started in the Grand Prix. They're doing very well. They did swap positions earlier on, but then they swapped back. And half a second between them, that can definitely come down. But Daniel has got to really push the car now. As we head into turn 1 and the gap 0.4 of a second, possibly we may get a move on the hanger straight where the DRS will come into full force. Daniel with quite a lot of battery left as well in that car. He has got the chance to make an overtake, but the gap is 0.6 of a second, so at the moment probably not going to happen down the hanger straight. Well, a good start to this race, everybody. If you're in the Jack Crossley comms chat, or even if you're in the Champions Esports Series chat as well, I am, of course, live here today. Once I have finished here this evening, I'm going to be straight on commentary for Extinguished Motorsports. So if you want to go ahead and watch that, go over to the Jack Crossley comms Twitch, and you can get involved with that. So it's going to be exciting. Long night for me, though. A very long night. Lap 6 of 26. 20 laps to go here at Silverstone Reverse, ladies and gentlemen, and the race has been great. It really, really has. Quite a few overtakes we witnessed at the start. It was actually quite hard to keep up with. It really, really was. But that is what we like, isn't it? It really is. And the more action, the better. Grumpy, we just got to survive, he says, as we head through on lap 7 of 26, and Grumpy's team of Sam Matteo for AERT down in 16 and 17 in the Hasses. Unfortunately, not being able to make up the positions just yet. They, to be fair to them, they are up. Matteo up 1, Sam up 4 from where they started. So it is an improvement and a positive still. But we'll see if they can make any more improvements. All the way up then, everybody, at the top of the grid, seeming like there might have been an overtake coming soon. Possibly they won't be racing tomorrow. No worries, mate. That's fine, Wolfie. What have we got then, ladies and gentlemen? What have we got? We have had some good racing, and there's a few drivers that are away from the pack at the moment. So we've got Marvin, Matteo, and the Williams, who are all quite out at the minute. The rest of the drivers in. We have not had a single safety car yet. We've only had 2 penalties. It's been an incredibly clean race, and it is good to see. 40 minutes into the stream. On lap 7 now, lap 8 of 26, as Ryan still leads by half a second to Daniel, and the gap, it comes down and then it gets bigger, and I think they're just what's the word for it? I think Ryan's much better in one part of the track, and Daniel must be much better in the other part, because they just keep cancelling each other out with the time. Abdullah leaves the session, so that's not going to help his car, as he already loses a position to Isaac after leaving the session. Down to P7 he goes. The AI now driving that car. Oh, this is it. Another driver going through past him. Marvin retires from the session in the pit lane, so no safety car coming out from that one, but the second driver of this evening retiring from the session, ladies and gentlemen. Marvin retires, Bilupip as well in the kick sound, but both of them drivers are out this evening. We've still got 18 drivers left with us though, and Sam making a move. Oh, what is going on here? Loads of overtakes. Look at this. Brilliant battle. The kick sound broke the inside line in the Mercedes. Who will get ahead here? Yago on Abdullah. Side by side. It's going to be Yago through to 9. Abdullah in 10. Miguel now going through past Abdullah into P10. And he in the Mercedes down to 11 for TF10. Dropping down the order, ladies and gentlemen, in this race on lap 8 of 26. They follow each other through. As earlier on as well, I did see Sam make a move up to P15 for AERT. He's made a move up now into P15 with 5 places up. Pit stops coming in for Isaac and for Trisk in the Alpine. As I think he got a 10-second grip penalty, time penalty there, didn't he? Yes, 10th place. Wow, I'm stuttering like crazy. 10-second penalty, time penalty for that man. Pit stop for Trisk, Isaac and Lucas. Good to see. Lap 9 of 26 then. These drivers going to be coming out now. We'll check tyres again. Oh. Tyres on your screen then. They all come out on the brand new hard compound tyres, ladies and gentlemen. Wolfie with some words of encouragement in the chat. But yes, we've got a hell of a lot of people here tonight. 20. We just had 30 at peak, I think, for a moment in the Champions Esports Series Twitch. It's good to see. It's really good to see the support for everybody coming out to watch the drivers here today. Very good showing. And look at this pack. Look at how bunched up it is as we head through to head into double digits, ladies and gentlemen, here in Silverstone to start lap 10 of 26. As Tachubi in the Alpine goes into 3. Nathan goes into 4 as Lewis goes into the pit lane now in the McLaren to put on the medium compound tyres. Abdullah with a 10-second penalty as well. Penalties are starting to rack up now. 10 seconds is huge, and that is going to really spoil many people's parties today. 10 seconds is not good at all. As the Mercedes of Abdullah goes in to get on the hard compound tyres. So does Ionis in the RB. Comes out now all on the hards. So basically, everybody you see on the mediums, everybody has not pitted yet on lap 10 of 26. They're going to still push these tyres out, and for some of these drivers, this seems to be working brilliantly. Like Miguel on Jaego, who is still, I mean, amazingly pushing on Zuko. He's doing really well. Not on Zuko, sorry, on Jaego. And he's doing really, really well to actually stay within distance of him. So are all the drivers who are actually all very tight and close within distance, with Ryan Grob still being your race leader, ladies and gentlemen, for ET8 Esports. Then it's the TF10 driver of Daniel, who's in 2nd place. These two, same place as they started this race in, with 16 laps to go. We've already done 10. And into the pit lane for Daniel, into the pit lane for Tachubi, Nathan and Ryan Grob, all in the pit lane at the exact same time. They're all going to go on the hard compound tyres. Now Zuko stays out for track position at the moment. He's going to come out now, of course, as the race leader. Malix with a 10-second penalty too for speeding in the pit lane. Many drivers now, and Sam as well. Loads of people getting the 10-second penalties after speeding in the pit lane. Unfortunately, that's going to ruin a lot of drivers' races, unfortunately. It really is, but I guess it's better for the ones that have got it that many drivers are getting them, because then it kind of cancels it out, doesn't it, across the grid. Bazuko's your race leader then, ladies and gentlemen, on lap 11 of 26. Only him and Jaego now yet to pit in this Grand Prix, and they're both on the medium compound tyres. They're still pushing them out, and we are on lap 11. They're both, there were nearly be 11 laps old after this lap around. But will it be pit stop time for them now in the Red Bull for Zuko? Is it time? Is it time to make the pit stop? We will see. As here comes the Red Bull towards the line, and it is a pit stop time for him. Diego, will he do the same? Yes, both drivers now. And that'll be every driver on the grid making the pit stops. Diego now falls short of it. He gets a 10-second penalty too. Many drivers picking this up. Zuko doesn't, and he will enter the pit lane now, ready to facilitate the brand new hard compound tyres on lap 12 of 26. And after the pit stop, Matteo gets in the race lead, ladies and gentlemen. Just behind is Ryan Grob. As Matteo on 10 lap older hard compound tyres, he is going to get caught up incredibly quick. We're going to head on to the hangar straight now with Daniel closer than ever on Ryan Grob. Ryan is going to be close on the backside of Matteo. They both fly through in unison. Then is Abdullah with a 10-second penalty too. A lot of drivers now picking up the 10 seconds of penalties. But Daniel and Ryan both fly through past Matteo, and Lewis as well. All of them go through past Matteo for AART on 10 lap older tyres than the rest of them. Lewis now looking like he was catching Daniel there. These drivers incredibly close on lap 12. We're going to get a very good battle in a moment, everybody. We really are. There's one more lap and we're half race distance here in Silverstone. How fast has that gone? $34 people in the stream chat tonight, 36 now. It is gaining massively. 36 people is huge. And I appreciate you all being here. I hope you're all having a good day. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far, everybody. My first time here for CES, and hopefully you're enjoying it. If I'm back again, I'll settle in more, and I'll get to know the teams a little bit better, but hopefully it's been okay for you so far. Matteo in the pit lane for AERT in P7 now, dropping down the order. He's going to fall really behind now. Down to P15, just in front of his teammate, of Sem. There's now more battles coming in. Tristan Abdullah giving it a bit of a go. Diego on Abdullah. He goes through around the outside line. The Williams looking quite racy as well of Miguel as we head all the way through. Not looking like we're going to get a move there, but look at the drivers here. The red, I don't even know what to watch. Malik's then trying to go through past the Ferrari, and he did do that successfully. Botton then has to stay down in 14. Very nice so far as the kick Sauber of Diego goes through past Abdullah as well simultaneously. Look at this battle coming out of Maggots then. Miguel going side by side with the Mercedes. The Red Bull going side by side with the Mercedes too through Copse Corner. Bit of flashbacks to 2021 there as we head through, and the Williams just trying to stay ahead of Malix. He does do so far on lap 13 of 26. Half race distance now in Silverstone, ladies and gentlemen. And it's been a brilliant race so far with a few penalties across the grid. Most of them actually 10 seconds due to pit stops. Ooh, Jäger up the inside line in the Mercedes. What a battle we're witnessing here. Now it is the Williams going through past the Mercedes driver of Abdullah. Will Miguel get through? That's behind. All the wing damage there. I think Botton got it. It was the Red Bull, sorry, Malix picks up huge wing damage, ladies and gentlemen, on the front of his car. The front left end plate completely obliterated from a battle with the Ferrari, and now loses wing damage. You can see having very bad repercussions because the aero not working well. He's going right off the track, picking a 3-second time penalty up in the process due to cutting corners as he heads down the hangar straight. I think Botton might be able to make an overtake pretty soon here because the Red Bull's going to really struggle with the damaged wing. Or is he going to struggle because he sends it up the inside line? Look at this. The Ferrari tries to go through. He does go through past Abdullah. The closing speed was incredible there for Botton. He goes through past the Mercedes, and next on his list to overtake is Malix. What an overtake that was, everybody. That was breathtaking. Crazy stuff from the driver here as Botton tries to go through past Malix round the outside in Copse, and he gets the move done as the Red Bull sticking it back up the inside line. And this is brilliant, isn't it? No wing, but he's all good. The Ferrari, both of them actually, both of them are struggling with wing because both have no end plate on the left and right. Fair play to the boys for keeping it up this well. Into the pit lane goes Malix then. He's going to try and change that wing, and it'll be interesting to see what tyres he goes onto as well, because he's literally just put on these hards. So what is he going to choose to do, ladies and gentlemen, this evening? He goes into the pit lane now. It's going to be brand new wing and brand new tyres as he serves a 10-second penalty too. So in a way it's a positive, but at the same time probably not, because he's had to make an extra pit stop where you lose an incredible lot of time here at Silverstone as he exits now on the brand new mediums. Well, when he exits, there we go. Coming out in P18, miles behind the grid at the moment. As Abdullah joins us back again, he fell right down the order. I believe he maybe had some connection issues and left the game. Now he's back. Hopefully he can take control of that car well and get it back in working order to get back up where he came from, because he was doing incredibly well. 40 people in the Champions Esports Series Twitch. It's good to see you all. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're all having a very nice day. You're joining us for round 4 here in Silverstone Reverse, with 18 drivers pushing their cars to the limits around this track here in the United Kingdom. And we've witnessed some incredible overtakes, incredible battles, and still 10 laps to go. 10 more times we get to go around the track this afternoon. If you're enjoying, ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying the race so far and the commentary, I am live again later on for Extinguished Motorsport, so you can head over to Jack Crossley Comms for that, and you can have a little look. But it's good to see you all. Very nice showing tonight. 43 people. This is incredible. Mental stuff. Mental numbers. I'm never used to commentating this many people. As we've got some people, I think it's a Mercedes. Is he retired? Abdullah does retire on the pit exit there on lap 16 of 26. That isn't too great at all. I thought I was going to bring out a safety car actually, but luckily it hasn't. And we've got very lucky with that actually. Internet issues for Abdullah, says Daniel. That's a shame. It really is, because he was actually running really well earlier on, wasn't he? But, you know, it is what it is, unfortunately. And there's always next week. But round 4, early into the season, long while to go. Lap 17, Ryan Grob still leads from where he started in this Grand Prix on pole position. Daniel dips his tyres onto the grass there, onto the gravel, sorry, which isn't too great. Loses quite a bit of time to Ryan Grob, 7 tenths between them now. Lewis getting ever closer. Zuko on Isaac could be a battle soon, everybody. Here at Silverstone Reverse, the Red Bull trying to gain on Isaac. Malix with a 10-second penalty. I think that's the second one we've seen him get, as now he retires from the session in the pit lane, leaving us with 16 drivers here tonight. Head through the final corner and towards the line. Lap 18 begins, ladies and gentlemen. As Zuko can't catch up with the McLaren. We head all the way down the track for Ryan Grob and the rest of the drivers following him. Daniel trying to gain, but still too far behind. No overtake at the moment. The gap half a second between 1 and 2 through Beckett's and through Maggots. At the minute, it's looking like a Ryan Grob win for ET8 Esports, but we will see about that here in Silverstone because anything can change in the matter of a few laps. As Sem for ART with a 3-second time penalty, just adding to the tally. Let's have a look at penalty show, everybody. We might as well. 3 for Isaac, 10 for Trisk, 10 for Diego, 13 for Sam, and 3 for Elias then in the Williams. So a few penalties across the grid. Sam and Diego seems to be having a bit of a battle here. We unfortunately didn't catch that, but Sam did get through to P11 in the Haas car for ART, making the moves up, doing very well indeed. And for anyone in the chat, do you guys score points all across the grid, or is it just the top 10? Because I know that a lot of drivers, do it differently. I can't argue with our lads' effort. To be fair, Sam's not touch reversed GB before today, so he's learning behind drivers. Fair enough. Everyone is getting points, I think. Okay, good to hear, very good to hear. I do prefer that, to be fair. I just think it makes it a hell of a lot more exciting. But, yeah, I'll score points. Mr. Commentator, can you ask Daniel to unban me in CS server? Why have you been banned? What's happened here? Oh, lap 19 to 26, everybody. Great race so far, really great race. Well, Inspo, if you're being serious, I can pop him a message if you want. Oh, Isaac on Zuko then. Can he make a move here today on the Red Bull round the outside line? Then he switches it on the inside now. Unpredictable here for the McLaren, who now tries to get through past Zuko. Will he find the move side by side into the final few corners here at Silverstone, ladies and gentlemen? Isaac on the backside of Zuko. The McLaren isn't able to make the move just yet, but he is really putting the pressure on Zuko. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Red Bull makes a mistake through these corners. Because at the moment, it's incredible pressure being mounted on Zuko from Isaac in the McLaren. It is really, really good stuff. And I wouldn't be surprised if Zuko cracks pretty soon if he keeps putting that amount of pressure on. But update, everybody, as it stands, lap 20 of 26. We have 6 more laps of the Silverstone reverse circuit, with Ryan Grob being your race leader by half a second to Daniel. And unfortunately, it isn't looking like Daniel is able to catch. He is right behind him, but he seems like each lap he's just falling short of what he needs to do, unfortunately. As we cross the line for lap 21. 5 more laps, ladies and gentlemen, before we reach the end of this Grand Prix. Ryan for ET8 Esports could be your race winner. But we will see. With 5 more laps to decide the winner of the Silverstone Reverse Grand Prix. Got to be some of the best racing I've ever seen, everybody, today. It's been really good, and you can tell these guys at the top of their game as they head all the way down the hangar straight. Zuko trying to catch Isaac. Oh, Isaac managed to get the move through past then. As we can see. but very close at the top. Very close indeed up at the top of the drivers, especially between Daniel and Ryan. It has been so close every single lap. It comes down 0.3 of a second, now 4, and they open up out of the corner, and it goes all the way back up to half a second. There you go. Unfortunately, Daniel just can't break the ice at this moment in time. Just can't find his footing enough to make an overtake on Ryan Grob. Breaking later there through the corner to try and gain on Ryan, but at the moment isn't working to his advantage because he's nearly back at half a second gap. There he is as we head round the final corner and towards the line, with yet again Ryan being the race leader. Lewis is still in on the action as well. We may just have the podium right here, Ryan, Daniel, Lewis, but is any of them going to be able to make an overtake is the question. I really, really hope so. Let's get some more overtakes in, everybody. The start of the race was incredible. It was mental. And I think somebody come round. Lucas off the track now on the grass. Something happened to him there. Caused him to go off the track. Wing damage on the front right for Lucas. And the end plate is completely gone, unfortunately. As Elias with the 10-second penalty for corner cutting as well. The 10 seconds are quite persistent today, aren't they? It's really coming down to the wire. Ryan is looking like he's going to win. Daniel, he doesn't want that to happen, but at the moment can't do too much about it. The Tubi then in the Alpine, dropping back to Nathan for RSC. He goes through to P4. But will he hold that position is the question here at Silverstone today, as he's up 2 places from where he started in this race. The Tubi down 2. He started in P3. As we head all the way down the straight, the Alpine gaining on the Mercedes. Alpine gaining on the Mercedes in the chat. I mean, this is great, isn't it? Hopefully we can get an overtake between these front runners. That's what we're going to try and focus on for the moment until the end of the race, because this is really what is mattering at the moment. This could decide the top 3. As Botond with a 3-second time penalty. Just adding to the tally even further. We've seen a lot of penalties this evening for the front runners, not so much, but the middle pack and the drivers behind a bit more so, ladies and gentlemen. But lap 23 of 26. 3 more times we venture around this Silverstone circuit through Brooklands, and Ryan still leads by half a second. Which way is this going to go? Let's have a look. ART, Sem in P11 has done an incredible job too. He's up 9 places from the race start. Fair play to that man. He started P20, back of the grid, and he's up to P11, nearly in the top 10. It's a very good race from Sem ART. Matteo, his teammate, down in 14. He's up 4 places from where he started in P18. He's done very well indeed this evening. Is there a fastest lap point in the chat? I have not got a clue. I really don't know. Maybe someone in the chat knows. I mean, maybe one of the 37 other people in the chat might know. There's a lot of people here today. As we head round, no fastest lap point, says Danny. We head round through Beckett's, then Maggott's, with the drivers, and Daniel still just falling short, not being able to make an overtake on Ryan Grob, who is very much setting that race win in his sights today. Very nearly there now. Azuko with a 3-second time penalty, ladies and gentlemen. No safety cars at all. No virtual safety cars either. Not really any bad collisions. Most of the drivers that have left have just been through, themselves, just retiring in the pit lane, and connection issues, and the list goes on. But no actual crashes that we have witnessed today. Really, it has been very, very quiet, but a good race and very clean indeed. Really good from the front runners on lap 25 now of 26, the penultimate lap of the Silverstone race. One more to go after this one, and Ryan definitely setting that win in his sights with 0.6 of a second between them. And then Lewis as well in P3, not being able to gain on Daniel. So this might be your top three, ladies and gentlemen. None of them have a penalty, so it is going to be, once they cross the line, this order. Yeah, show ERS, I can get it on. ERS battery for the drivers, 78% for Daniel. Ladies and gentlemen, is Daniel saving? Is he going to use it all on the last lap? He's got a lot more to use than Ryan. This is going to be a lot better for Daniel than Ryan here. As we head round to begin the final lap of the Grand Prix. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The moment we've all been waiting for. The final lap of the Silverstone Reverse Grand Prix here tonight for Champions Esports Series. It is round 4, and Daniel gaining on Ryan. He's closer than he has ever been before this evening with 75% ERS. This could be Daniel's win to snatch at the very end. Look at the ERS, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan might just be cooked. I'm not going to lie. This is getting close. I think Daniel's made a mistake, actually. 0.9 of a second through the first 3 corners. I think he pushed a bit too hard. A second gap. Ryan is over a second ahead of Daniel, and he might have just saved this one. Daniel had a hell of a lot of ERS. If he was closer, he might have just been able to get ahead, but unfortunately not worked out the way he wanted to. Ryan in the lead by 0.8 of a second here at Silverstone in the RB for ETA Esports, who has drove an absolutely incredible race this evening in the V-Carb, holding off the drivers, and it has been sublime. No mistake at all from this man. Daniel is 4/10 behind him. Who's going to win this Grand Prix tonight? Will it be Ryan? Will it be Daniel? It's an incredible end to an incredible Grand Prix. Down the hanger straight, the final overtaking opportunity for the Mercedes. He's going to be too far behind tonight here in Silverstone. And after an incredibly long race, an incredibly brilliant race, Ryan Grob in the RB. He's going to round off the final 2 corners. And here in Silverstone Reverse, as he's chased down by Daniel, he's held off the Mercedes for so long today. It's the ETA Esports driver of Ryan Grob to take the win here in Silverstone Reverse. It'll be Daniel comes home in 2nd place, then Lewis comes home in 3rd to complete the podium for SCI in the McLaren. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Grob wins for ETA Esports, then it's Daniel, then it's Lewis, Tech Tubi in 4. Then it's 5, Nathan, 6, Ionis, then it's 7, it'll be Isaac. Penalties coming in full force as well. Zuko to 8, Trisk will cross the line in 9. But what a race, everybody. Trisk, 10-second penalty unserved. Miguel over the line now, over into 9 due to penalties. Trisk down to 10. Wow, 44 people in the chat, 44 people witnessing an incredible finish, ladies and gentlemen. The AERT drivers, 12 and 14, you've got to give it to them. Not a bad effort. Not a bad effort at all for saying that they didn't even practice for this track. And here today, they have finished just out of the top 10. It is good work. Very good work for all the drivers. As that is it. Sam over the line in 14. That'll be Lucas a few seconds down the road. He will cross the line. Oh, Sam did have a puncture. I do apologise. I should have been watching that one. Sam with a puncture to the line. Wow, Lucas then will be the final driver to get us over the line now. Didn't realise he had that puncture. Jeez. And over the line for Lucas to complete the top 15. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are done for this evening's Grand Prix. It's been great. Massive showing in the chat tonight. I can't believe it. Podium celebrations out in Silverstone. Wolfie in the chat finally. There you go then, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Grob wins in the V-Car. But then it is fastest lap goes to Daniel Mateo, driver of the day. Most overtakes goes to Mateo as well. And the cleanest driver is Ionistan for the V-Carb driver. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. The finishing results. Ryan Grob takes the win from Daniel second place and Lewis in third to complete the podium today. Tachubi 4, Nathan 5, Ionis 6, Isaac 7, Zuko 8, Miguel 9 and Trisk to round off the top 10. That is it from me then, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. It's been very good to be here for Champion G Sports Series. Hopefully you've enjoyed the race. And I'm live again on the Jack Frosty Comms channel in about 15 minutes time. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully I'll be back very soon. Have a nice Wednesday night and I'll see you later. Good night.